Okay. I should just move everything to this monitor. There we go. Get all my stuff. I really need to clean this desk after this, so I think I'll do that next. Probably after this. But anyways. Alright, so tonight, let me turn this down. So tonight, trying out a new mod. Someone brought it up, like the support of the drum is literally just onto one spot, right? The complete back. So if you look into here, that's all the support the drum has, right? All the way in the back. Just it hangs on to like this little metal part in the back, holds it. And basically a lot of stress gets put on the weight because the beans are forward over here. So when it's turning, sometimes if a bean gets jammed or gets stuck, it can cause like an E3 motor to happen, or just there's no support to keep the drum from what's it called, from spinning. So if all the beans are in the front, there's more torque in the back, and that causes like the motor to seize up, or at least to start damaging the motor. One easy mod, well, relatively easy, is adding a front support bearing. If you ever look at a Sandbox R1 or any kind of drum mechanism, they usually have there's the back that's hooked up, and then there's like a front support beam or a front support bearing kind of setup. The Sandbox R1 has like two sides of the drum supported on the bottom. Then they have some kind of mechanism that they put in. I don't know if I have a picture of that, but there's a little bit more elaborate. I think it's like a two bearing system where there's two bearings on this side and two bearings on that side that kind of hold it in. I can't remember. I'll have to look up a picture. Actually, let me see if I can find that picture. Bear with me. But I think, let's see. I wonder if I posted a picture on Discord. Sandbox R1. Yeah, I'm not sure, but so yeah, maybe there's a video on YouTube. Sandbox R1. Fuck.
Been pretty good.
Let me see if I can find. I know there's a video that has a good picture of the R1 Sandbox R1's bearing support. Let's see. Oh, not that one. This guy. Blah 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 blah. I just wish the Sandbox R1 had like artisan connection. It'd be a really decent roaster. But it's like super expensive. I think costs twice as more as this. Well, the R2 costs just twice as more as like the Skywalker V1.
Fresh green coffee.
Is this it?
My own just transit to get that.
I'm trying to find a picture of like the. I forgot where I saw it. I don't know if I saw it on. I know Sky Cowboy had a picture of it. I just can't find it. Come on. They're pretty nice too, I'll admit.
Gonna give that case a white. Then this lifts off. You've probably very, very. This is
I can't find it. But anyways,
camera.
so what I'm doing instead is, or what somebody on the Facebook group, it goes by Renatoa. He also manages the Home Roaster Forum, which I think was the first place that talked about this roaster. He came up with a simple idea: is just put a bearing on it. So why don't we just use a little bearing to support it, and it's really just the easy install. I mean, it just needs a little bit of support. It doesn't need to hold the whole thing, but it definitely just needs some support in the front. So I put one in. I haven't tested it out yet because this was a roaster that was this was the roaster that was like on fire basically. So I'm using this as like a little test platform. So I'll pull it out and show you what I did. So the bearing is connected with like these three big, I think they're M8s, button head screws. So it's like usually there's three screws that are inside the drum. There's like 1, 2, 3, and this like half semicircle shape that holds the drum in place. That's really all it all holds it in. It's like an M8, I think, with one of those lock washers or whatever they're called. They're not. It's not like a flat washer. I forget what those are called. But you just pop it up like this. Stay. Okay, you don't want to stay. You just pop it like that. There it is, and that's the inside of the roaster. So all I did was drill a hole in stainless steel and put the little bearing right in here. Kind of a nicky little setup, but this is like a little M3. It's pretty sturdy in there. I don't know. I know I'm not using it like to fully support the whole drum, but it's just there to support it. I think I want to put on one on this side too as well. But with just one right here where all the beans fall, because the bean falls, all the beans kind of like rotate here and then fall back over there. So it's good to put like a support bearing right here. I put it offset a little bit, and it works on this area too, but I want to put it a little bit down here, and I kind of messed up a hole because I forgot that when you're drilling stainless steel, you have to start super slow with some cutting oil, and then start off with a pilot hole, and then you kind of go upwards. So I'm gonna do it on my Frankenstein roaster. So we'll open that one up, and I'm gonna put a support bearing in it, and then we'll probably try doing a roast with it. Oh, and I fixed your for Nate Dog. I fixed the the wire that was hitting the fan. It was actually pretty easy fix. So fix that up, and I'm going to box that up tonight. And I'm sending out a bunch of stuff to people tomorrow, finally, because it's no longer a holiday. I had to work today. Couldn't do any boxing. Had to clean up the house and work, and it's a pain in the ass. But let's go ahead, and we are going to put this bearing in. All right. So usually it's the front panel that's on here. I take it off. Basically all the roasters are like this, right? Even the V2 is going to be something like that. Literally the V2. I think I saw one on Amazon recently that they're trying to sell for like a little bit under 800. Yeah, it's really just literally the same thing, just like a little fascia plate that's in the front with 2 screws. It's just really for cosmetics. This is the one that fell off the van or the truck, but it's all cosmetics. Like if you'd like to run one, this is fine, but I usually don't run mine with it because I don't know. I like to work with mine. So my setup has a thermocouple here, so I'm just gonna pull this out. Sorry. All right. So we are gonna just take off the front cover. Here. There it is. Okay. All right, so I'll pull the front panel off. And if anyone's interested in like the group eyes, they're on hold for now. Probably until after the Chinese New Year. Mostly because I think there's been a lot of issues with the V2 right now. I know there was that Fahrenheit issue that they were dealing with, and then somebody was telling me that now they're dealing with like there's certain people dealing with drum issues, the old E3 thing. So basically, what the E3 code is like there's over voltage that's being sensed, and it throws off the E3 code, and that usually just means either something's blocking the drum from moving, or the bearing might be seized on the drum. It's just basically the motor's working harder than it has to, and if it's working too hard, they don't want you to blow out the motor because it's a piece of shit. So they'd rather have you just just send off the E3 code, and they'll send you like a brand new motor, the drum motor. The drum motor that it comes with, the original V1. This is like a turntop table motor for like a dishwasher or something like that. Some of them come like that, or some of them have this for tabletop, and it's not really meant for this kind of purpose. So, but they are cheap as chips. They're literally like a buck. I think a buck a pop. They buy it in bulk, so it's super cheap for them just to easily replace it and then let you. It's almost like a consumable at this point. Yeah, the V1 just they're having issues, and kind of makes sense. And it's not as polished as other as you think it would be for something that like the V1's been out for basically it's been a year now since it's been out, a little bit more than a year. So you would think they'd have it all polished up, but of course they have not. Let's pull this thing out. Be gentle. Ding. God, for my main unit, this thing seems really clean. Well, this is the unit with Admin Wiga's board. So it doesn't use an Arduino. It actually has a STM32 controller in there. That's a drop-in replacement for the board. So instead of having like the Arduino in there, there's like a complete drop-in placement PCB board that I'm glad he came up with. So in case somebody has any issues and we can't get any more of these boards, there's a drop-in replacement available. They could purchase most of it on JLPCB. Oh, I didn't clean it. Bad roaster. Bad. How disgusting. Okay, so right around here is where I kind of want it. I think. Let me double check. And honestly, at this point, I'm thinking the V1 is just your best bang for your buck. If prices do go down, hopefully they go down maybe this year, 2025, you might have a pretty good roaster. Something tells me I should not try to freeball this, but fuck it. No, see, I'm right. There's like a metal here that's blocking it, so you got to kind of go off to the side a little bit. I think right there will be good. Maybe a little higher. All right, so I do have a drill press, but kind of want to do things where somebody could just have like a regular drill from like Home Depot or something and can do this at home. But my next ones, if I do this, I'm probably gonna use my drill press. And of course, always buy quality bits from your local Harbor Freight because they're cheap as chips. So, all right. So we are drilling into stainless steel. So what you need to know is you actually drill pretty slow with stainless steel. I didn't know that. Whether it gets like what's it called heat hardened or whatever. And I didn't know that, and I think I destroyed like 3 bits. I was like, what am I doing? I'm a fucking idiot. I can't believe I can't get this. Well, lo and behold, it's because I was I heated it to the point where I couldn't drill through it anymore. It was wild. So they say use cutting oil. Somebody said they used olive oil. I'm going to use this multi-purpose oil. I probably should lay it on its back, but I'm just gonna wing it. Gentle. It's actually easier to lay this on its back, but I don't want to take off my exhaust fan because I'm lazy. Also, if you're happy the way that you're, if you're happy at 350 grams of beans, you don't have to do this. I think you have to do this. This is not a must-have mod. I don't even know this is a good mod. We're gonna find out though. But this is kind of something I want to show and see if it works out, and maybe see where it goes. But other than that, I don't think it's a do or die mod, to be honest. So I'm just going nice and slow. I know I could go faster, but I don't know. I think I'm just traumatized from the last 2 times I messed up on. Or the last hole I messed up on. So preferred if you lay it on your back. Don't do it like what I'm doing. And use a drill press. If you don't have one, maybe you should get one. Oh, I should also say I should be wearing goggles too. I'm totally wearing goggles. My safety squints. All right, it's bit 1. Now I'll go straight to my 7/16. I use a 1/16 bit to, for the pilot. Now I'm going to use a 7/64. So like it's like 2.97 millimeters for those though who don't know American or imperial units. Nice and slow. No need to do this quick. Last time I was just blasting through it and made a hole I shouldn't have made. Oily doily. All right. And then, where'd it go? Here's my first drill bit that I try to manhandle into there. That was not smart. All right. Now I'm going to M3 tap. I know this is not the greatest way to hold something in to support something. Like it literally has that many threads that's going to be holding a drum up, but it's not supporting the whole weight of the drum. And I'll probably upgrade it to like a M4 when I kind of figure out a better dimensions and everything. But right now, I'm just going to use this M3 setup. So I'm going to thread an M3 hole in here. Let's put the lube on. Back out. Back out. I know you're probably thinking, this is so much. I can't do this. You can do this. If I can do this, anybody can do this. I'm not an engineer. I am in no way I'm just not mechanically inclined or anything. So if I can do this, you can do this. I'm actually in the medical field. So this is all 100% just a hobby for me. There we go. hopefully that works. If it works, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, then whatever. I can always pull it off, right? And I will also... Oh, so what I did with the bearing, someone engineer's probably going to see this and shit themselves and be like, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen," but what I did was I grabbed like an M3, I got like a 625 ZZ bearing. Don't use the one with rubber shields because they'll melt. And I it basically goes something like this. So you just put an M3 in there, and then I just locked it up with the bolt to capture it in there. I use a much smaller M3, so I just do something like this. Like I said, this is not... I probably should use an M4 to be honest. Although these can fit M5s. I don't know if it's big enough though. I'll probably put one in later. I just want to see how this goes first. See how it works, and then if it holds the bearing just fine, or holds the drum just fine, I'll just stick with it. If it doesn't, I can always upgrade to an M4 or a big boy M5. So this is all for testing. Because even if it fails, I still got the back being held up by the drum, the back of the drum. This thing, this beautiful, great system. And I really only would really recommend this if you're doing like 300 or 400 plus 450 plus grams of beans. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've been doing 500 grams without the front bearing as it is now, so it's not crucial. But it might be a good upgrade to have. I could actually go a little closer. Oh, yeah, I did bring it a little bit closer. So when the beans are loaded, I'll probably, what it basically is like, it's not touching it the whole time, but if as soon as it does, they'll load that bearing up, right? Although I think I should have brought that in a little bit closer just so it's touching more. Maybe over more to the right. I'll try both. Yeah, because you have to go pretty far down for it to reach. That actually might be fine. Yeah, I think I could go a little bit more. I'm gonna be special. I'll put the second one in. I'm just gonna add one in. Might as well. The sandbox does it. Why not? Why not me? Yeah, it is kind of nice. There's a lot of people like to work on this kind of roastering. I think a lot of us, of the people I think I've attracted, are probably from like 3D printing community. The DIY one, not the bamboo community. Which is nothing of no offense to the bamboo folks out there. It's just those rail core, those Voron folks, those Annex Engineering folks. They're those are the kind of folks I like to attract, just because they, they're really into the 3D printing modding community, and they're really friendly too. And also, the community is well, this community is not like, I don't know, I'm not like a vendor or some guy that's trying to sell you something. I will tell you flat out, like, if you have the money, buy a bullet. Buy something nice. Treat yourself. If you own that kind of money, then there is nothing wrong with this roaster. This is actually the perfect tinkerer roaster, I think. Yeah, I want that higher. That works. Like, if you have the money to get a Kaleido, go for it. I have a Kaleido. I actually have a Kaleido M2. It's great. I think they're neat. They look awesome. I think I've only roasted with it like 3 times. I'm not shitting on it or anything. I just, it's not as fun as this, I guess, for me. But I still think the best roaster to get if you're starting off is literally just going to the Goodwill and getting a popcorn popper for like $5. Well, I guess that could be $8 in this economy, but damn it. I think I wobbled it. Damn it. Yeah, I wobbled. I will say my least favorite roaster that I've ever owned was the B-More. B-More 1600 AB plus whatever. That made me not like roasting for a while. I actually stopped roasting when I got one because it was just, I had it sit in the garage for like a year. I just didn't like it. Everyone likes them. I mean, they're great. There's just something about them. I actually sold it for as much as I got it. So I was kind of happy about that. And I tried modding it too, and it's just, I don't know, it's not the same as this. This thing is modtastic. But I do plan on getting another roaster, which will probably be the Q Bean, the baby version of the V1. And honestly, that'll probably be the next group buy that I'll do. The group buys had to change a little bit this time around. People are having a little fit because we aren't staying at the $800 price range for the V2s. The OEM wants everyone to sell the unit at $800 a unit. And last time they tried to force me to sell it for $800. I told them exactly what I was doing. I'm like, I'm not a vendor. So they ended up canceling. Yeah, they ended up canceling that order on me. Like, I already paid several $1,000s, and they canceled the order because I refused to agree to their price control because it doesn't make sense. I'm not selling it. I don't want to sell it for a profit. I'll let a vendor do that. I'd rather have a vendor do it. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, there's some roasters that just have telemetry up the ass. Like some roasters is like bean temperature, environmental temperature, exhaust temperature. Differential pressure sensor, which would be nice to have. But just not, I don't think it's necessary. To have a Magna Helix on this. But I definitely wouldn't stop anyone from trying to put one on. But yeah, I get it. I get why they want price fix. I mean, you know, they still want to make their money. I get that. And I just, you know, I thought telling them that doing a group buy would have been enough to forego all that kind of price control stuff. And I felt like I was doing them a solid because, you know, no one really had faith in, yeah, not really faith, but no one really just wanted this roaster until the community got really into it. So I think we figured they could give back to us or to our community. Funny thing is, though, I feel like the people who got them now are like beta testers. Because there's definitely a slew of issues happening already. That's like 3 units already with that E3 unit or drum issue. I feel like that's something to watch out for, and I'm keeping my eye out. And I don't want to do any more V2s until I get the first 2 batches out there and more people on them, because that's shady. But there has been a lot more people coming into like the Discord and the Facebook group, and they're like, I want to get on the group buy. And it's like, shit, we only had like 60 units to begin with. I think by the time we were done, we had like 130 people sign up. It's like, sorry. But I think by you guys holding out, you could save yourself some headache. So yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, I honestly don't think I don't think it's worth the $800 price tag. So yeah, just another bearing setup. I use the an M38, this little bolt, or not bolt, this little socket head M3. I didn't put a washer or anything because it goes right in the middle. It looks like it's supporting it pretty good. All right, double bearing support, so advanced. I think the biggest selling point I was really interested for the V2 was the upgraded motor, but it doesn't sound like it's all that great right now. And I thought they had like some new fancy way of mounting it and had all this new cool tech in it. And now it's literally just a brushless motor slapped onto the old drum motor. It's exactly the same mounting pattern and everything. Mounting bracket. So I thought that was pretty funny. So we'll try roasting with this. Will this do anything? I have no idea. But we shall see. And this mod was dirt cheap. Well, not dirt cheap. I mean, the bearings were super cheap. I think I bought like a 12 pack for like 30 cents each. Well, 30 cents, and then I don't know how much an M8 would be. You could go McMaster-Carr, they're probably like $1 each or something for an M38. Or you could buy like one of these 620 pieces on Amazon for I think like 20 bucks. And I always need these when I do my builds. I always like having M3s for building 3D printers. But so 30-cent bearing, that's gotta be like 620 pieces divided by what? How much does it cost? 20 bucks? I don't know. Something like a 50-cent upgrade? Or a $1 upgrade, because I got 2 now. You don't need 2. Well, it might be good to have 2. I don't even know if this is gonna work, to be honest with you. I honestly don't know if this is gonna work. Like the beans will get heavy enough where I'll just kind of support this, and then we'll see. And there are variances with each machine because, like, the other one, I touched it just a little bit. I was already touching the bearing, where this one, it's like, it's a little bit lower. But this one's a little bit higher. I mean, the drum's a little bit up higher. But we'll see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At least I know it's a little bit more supported now. All right, so I'm going to put this back. Just double checking. Double checking the bulb. I have an old one because I don't have that like quartz glass surrounding it. So this is the original V1s. And you also could tell that the wire is white instead of black. So the new V1s now have like just try to roast a kilo. That thing would probably, there'd be so much chaff in this thing, it'd be ridiculous. I don't even know if well, I have a stepper motor in here. I don't think I'll be able to do it. It might be, but there you go. Yeah, I'd be interested to see. So I'll put this back on. There we go. I'm just gonna fuck. I'll put that one in, and then I'm gonna slide this on. Thermocouple. I got it in here. The secret super location of the putting a thermocouple. Actually, people have been putting it down here. I don't want to drill through here, so I didn't want to do that. But some people have been putting a thermocouple right here to get it right in the shadow of the beam. But I don't know. I'm not chasing all that. I think this spot's good. The beans, it stays within the middle of the beans. If you have it at like 500 gram load. So I think it's perfect there. Another mod I do want to add is trying to find a power switch, like a e-stop button I can press. So if it does like have thermal runaway or something does happen, at least I could pull on that and I won't burn down everything. I did try having like a fire start in one of my units just to see how people are doing it. I don't know how they're doing it. I tried like twice. I left it on. I had it at 500 grams. Maybe I have to do it at like less grams, 300 grams of beans, and just leave it at 230 degrees Celsius. Maybe that's what I got to do. All right. Brand new model set up. I still got to throw away my beans. That's paint. Throw away my chaff bean. So like with everything I do, feel free to try it out, but it might not, it might not even really do anything. This might be just another bust mod, like my my sheet cooling mod I tried doing on the my original V1. I was better off just flipping the fans over the other way to cool off the beans than using a what are those called? Cross flow fans. All right, so that's in here. Oh, I gotta remember. I have to upload these files where you can make a red RTV bulb sleeve for the bulb, so like, because my original one melted and disintegrated, so I made like this like RTV cast sleeve thing. It actually worked out really well. My Frankenstein unit has it. All right, it's time to plug it in. Let's see. Where should I plug this in? Where's this white cord go to? All right, got my USB-C connection. All right. Yeah. I gotta see what I'm gonna roast tonight. just do it that way. Okay, so let's pull up Artisan. Window capture 2. No? There you go. Oh, display capture 2, okay. Forgot what I was using. There we go. Port. What COM is this? So I got 1, 14, 15, 3. Okay. Let's see what disappears. 3 does. So I'll put back 3 in. Whew. That was my jump trying to go full speed. I gotta fix that. That's my jump going 90 RPM-ish. This is 90. Too fast, so. So I find that going around 50 to 55 RPMs kind of prevents beans from flinging over and causing it to burn on the flat side. With this unit, with the motor it is now, it does fling it over and it does burn like the flat side of the bean. You'll get like 3 and at the most 6 that are kind of burnt on the flat side. So after doing like that, like RPM adjustment mod, you actually notice less beans being burnt during your roast, so you don't have to throw them out, or it doesn't affect the taste of your beans. So, all right, let me warm it up. So, turn on the air. And then turn the burner on. It's 80. Well, let me turn the camera on too. La 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 la. Pixel. We'll shrink the pixel cam. So with mine, I do have 2 probes. One, they're in the same spot basically. One is the NTC probe for ET, and the other one is this is the bean temperature probe for the thermocouple. This one right here. Always freak out, so sometimes I'll double check and I'll pull it out and be like, "Is this the right one?" And I'll change. I'm like, "Okay, good, it is the right one." Hey, Filtered, what's up? I added this new bearing mod. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it might be good to have. So I added a little drum bearing at the bottom of the bottom of the front panel of the roaster to kind of support it. I think it'll work. I mean, it's not like the sexiest thing in the world, but I think it'll be just fine. for those people shooting for like 500 grams or more. All right, so warm this up for about, I usually say 5 minutes. So I'll bring it up to like charge temp and then warm it up for 5 minutes. That's kind of what Rubase does. Oh, with the stock unit, it would just use the NTC. Yeah, it would just use the NTC, the built-in one. I think the thermocouple comes a little bit better when you're trying to do like PIDs, like trying to do PID roasting, which we still kind of haven't got down yet. I'm ordering, and I think it's my fault because I need to order like, I need to find a bean that I can roast for hours on end, and see how I could dial in the profile on admin Wiga's board. This is just basically just both of us just messing with it. But for the stock one, yeah, just use the NTC probe and just go manual. Oh shit, it's going out to 280C. Is it in Fahrenheit? I put it in Fahrenheit. God damn it. Turn it off real quick. Ooh, I panicked a little bit. I was like, oh, shit, it's a bit 300 degrees Celsius. Let's switch this to Celsius mode. And then I gotta make sure I unit see it. On the on command. What was it? It's jump. Skyduino. I forgot the command to change it. I think it's unit C. So this is the Skyduino controller that is publicly available for you to order at JLPCB or something like that. What I'm looking for is unit conversion. So unit C. So with this command, so anytime I turn it on, I want to make sure it just defaults to, so it would be R N unit C. I think that's it. Hit OK. There we go. Okay, so what I did there is like when I'm forcing it just to basically go to Celsius. Because sometimes if you put it in the Fahrenheit, it gets stuck in Fahrenheit when you try to go back into Celsius mode. I'm not sure if it's a bug or just you just have to force it into Celsius mode, which seems to be working right now. So we'll turn that on, turn the fan on. Burner at 80. Let's let that heat up. We'll get up to 200 degrees Celsius, and let's see what beans I have on today. So, and if anyone finds like a good bean sale before, I think all the bean prices are going to be shit right now because of Brazil and everything. But if you find a good bean, I could order 20 pounds of just to work on pid tuning. I would be grateful. So right now I'm going to try the, I don't know if I want to try Java or the Timor-Leste honey process Darfusu. I don't know what that is. Oh, also with this one, I should turn it off. I forgot to turn this on. I don't think I have it here. Never mind. So device, bit firmware, control. Sorry. I'll go manual. I'm gonna set this to. I'm gonna put a slider on. So with this controller board, this one right here, pull it out. That was the messed up one. Where did I put it? Oh, I think it's up here. Oh. There you go. No. So this is the drop-in replacement board that is already set up for sorry, weird noises. So this is the drop-in board that Edmund Nuika made. It is much nicer than my attempt to make one. I'll show you the one I try to make. So STM32, slap on a nano, and let KiCad auto trace is what I did on this one. Actually, Admin Weekend went back and redid all the traces for me on this project, so he's been great. But this was my plan in case the in case support was like dropped or if this unit didn't sell, I at least have a backup PCB board. Now we have this, which is a lot better. This can use the NTC one built in, and also could use a thermocouple built in. So, and also has these 4 low ports, so you could add in stepper control, or you could just use the regular DC control to control your drum on this one if it's a regular DC motor. So this I think would have costed like $50 to make altogether without the solid state relay. We left that one out. I mean, you could use a solid state relay that you solder in, or you can purchase one of like the bigger units you'll see on like I'll show you what it looks like. I know I ordered a bunch of them. Ever ordered from a place called Genuine? Oh, I have not. We have a few places in, like, I live in Sacramento. We have like a bunch of like coffee roasters out here. Pachamama, I guess, is a big roaster that people really like, and they had a bunch of beans I was gonna try out there, but I think they're going up in price. And then Sweet Maria's in Oakland, and I think we have another big green seller out here somewhere, closer to the city I live in. Yeah, I was gonna talk to Sky Cowboy. He's the other admin of the or he's the other moderator admin of the Discord, and I know he has hookups. He does roasting for a living, so he's my go-to guy on anything roast theory. I am a complete novice when it comes to roasting, I will admit. So I'm still learning along with everybody else. So I think it's the perfect roaster and community to be part of if you're learning. Cover all my mess. But yeah, this is the solid state relay. So with this board, you would just have to hook these two things up. There's a smaller unit that can solder it in there, or you can just solder the wires in and put it in here. I'm probably not going to release any kind of information on that yet until people really are really interested in it, because right now the board works just fine. But if we get into things like PIDs and roast profile automatic roasting, then this might be the next big thing. Who knows? All right, so that's all warming up. I got that on like a PID setting. And also, one of the advantages of that board is Edmund Uga came up with a way of adding the exhaust fan to adjust its temperature. So if the bean drops, the bean goes over a certain temperature, it'll turn off the fan. It'll kick up the fan and turn off the heater, and then they'll use PID control for the fan to control how much air goes in and to cool off the beans and things like that. So I don't think that the V2 does that. So I don't know. I guess I'll get a V2 and I'll find out. All right, let's do I need something that has 500 grams. Let me find out what I got. I don't want to do something with less. Oh, also, when you're roasting, always have one of those. Just to be safe, right? I need to clean my garage. This place is a freaking mess. Ugh, let's see. This looks like 500 grams. This is Guatemala. This is chichitos. So I think that might be 500 grams. Let me double check. Where's my scale? I think my wife brought my scale in. It's all right. I gotta clean this garage. That's a mess. Be right back. I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm going to just turn off PIDs. I'm just gonna turn off the burner for a little bit. Be right back. Mm-mm-mm. All right, I'm back. We'll use my little my lunar scale. My super expensive lunar scale. $530 grams. So we'll try 500 grams. Let's bring this back up. $480. We'll call it 500. All right, 500 grams. Let me go find my Oh, dang, that's where that's been. God, I've been looking for this forever. It's my multimeter. I need to put a freaking air tag on this thing. All right. Oh, my seasoning beans. I could have used those. I'll use that next time. Yes. All right. Found it. I'm happy now. My legitimate scale. No. There it goes. I think I get a new probe. This thing's all messed up. Roll up the mats. One. Of course, you need your handy dandy Skywalker bean hopper. Almost forgot this bin like a fool. This thing's also a lifesaver too. I'll blow all the beans out of here, or whatever's left in there. All right. Okay. I just wait till the temperature goes back up and for this probe to stop being weird. All right, let's pray that this all works. I'll go back to manual control, turn that off. Let's go 85%. Okay, and let's charge it. Hopefully make sure that's closed. But oh, there's a few beans that get caught. I gotta fix that lip. There we go. That was bubble wrap. I haven't got the 24 volt version of my fan yet for my bean roaster, so or for my bean cooler, the mega fan in the back. So I got to use this thing to get 24 volts. It's just your everyday run of the mill 24 volt or 20 or power supply. I know it's kind of ghetto right now. Uh-oh. Something got caught up in there again. Huh. Oh, I don't know what that noise is. There it is. Oh, that was not a good noise. I probably should lower the heat. Oh. Yeah, okay. So I forgot what that noise was. When I put the asset file that I downloaded was just Admin Nuigo's one, and his stepper motor is different from mine in terms of the gearing. So I think mine was going just a little hair too fast. I didn't set it up the values for what usually my roaster is. My gearing setup. Oh shit! I fucking broke the button on this. Okay. Smells like coffee. There's my little power supply that I have hooked up. I have a 24-volt fan I just got on eBay. Those big fans in the back, they kind of cost a lot of money if you buy them new, but if you buy them used, they're actually not, they're pretty affordable. Oh, first crack. I'm fucking up this roast left and right. I need to be lowering the heat. All right, so I'm gonna drop it now. God, it's that is hot. Oh, this thing is pulling 2 amps right now on these fans. They're good. They're good now. Oh shit, they're cold already. All right. Cool end. About 2 minutes. Yeah, took about 2 minutes to cool the beans. That's actually pretty awesome. I didn't even have to agitate them. That was awesome. Usually I have to like sit and sift through it. Yeah, that's my new favorite mod. This thing is just, so when I turn it on, oh shit. Okay. So it's about a 2.5 amp draw. That's pretty awesome. That's a I just bought these fans on eBay. The big boy fans for like $8 on eBay, so I'm a little excited when I get my 24 volt. I just don't know how much. How many watts? How much of watts is that? My only concern is it is literally drawing close to 60 watts for this fan. I don't know if it's going to be an issue with the power supply and how many watts that's going to pull out of it. I guess we're going to find out. Oh, I should finish this roast. Oh, do I have a picture of the fan? It's a fan, same fan that I'm a Geek is using. It's a server fan. It's like a hulking, huge, ginormous fan. Oh, I got a message or a friend. Oh, never mind. Those are old. Let me see if I can find the fan I got. This bad boy. .4 amps. All right, good night. I'm gonna send your stuff tomorrow too, so don't worry about that. I'm about to go to sleep too. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, that's the dumb bearing mod. I know tomorrow I'll be back on stream to do a kind of like a explain it like I'm 5 stream where I'm gonna just ELI 5 installing Artisan and then running a roast with a stock unit. I think I have another stock unit here that's working that I need to test. But we'll probably do that tomorrow afternoon. I think that's it for tonight. That was fun. I promise I'll clean this garage up maybe by tomorrow, and then we'll see what the day holds. But other than that, I'll probably be back on tomorrow at 10. Probably more about the shape of the basket than the fan. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure how long those fans. I don't know. I feel like if I were to hook this fan up to like the regular power supply, is gonna toast it. But somebody else told me they installed theirs and it didn't toast it, so we're just gonna have to blow up some power supply. It's not like I don't have like 6 of them lying around here. Also could mean I can install my Meanwell I've been wanting to install in a unit. This power supply. Ugh. This power supply. I'm putting in what I think I'm gonna put in this unit. It's a UHP 200R 24 volt 8.4 amp power supply. So maybe I'll add some LEDs. I don't know, LEDs and some more fans. I'm gonna put more fans. I'm gonna have fans all over this thing. I want to try fitting that in. It's actually pretty small. It was for a 3D printer, but I need to start using some of those parts. I could throw them in a roaster, so I'll probably try to install one of these one day. I think it'll fit just fine. Hopefully I don't melt it. All right. But anyways, adios. I will see y'all probably next Thursday. And then, oh yeah, maybe the beginning of next month, I'll probably have a V1 I'm going to give away. I'll do a giveaway on stream. There's an extra V1 that I have that's stock that I'll probably just do a little giveaway with. See if people want to do it and just get more people, maybe on the Discord and on the Facebook group. I'll post it there too. I need to give more love and time to the Facebook group. I mod mostly the Discord as much as I can, and Facebook comes second, although there's more people on Facebook, and I feel like I need to put more priority on there because I don't want them to get wrong information and it be ran just by Sky Cowboy. But we're really not on there too much, but I'll try to be on there a little bit more for all my Facebook friends. But yeah, anything. If you have any questions, concerns, any mods you do, pretty much you're on your own, and please don't blame me if I burn down your house. They're all any kind of mods you do is kind of just at your own risk, right? But definitely tell me how it goes and update me if you do any of the mods. Oh yeah, I think I've seen you on there. Yeah, it's not a bad place. I just find myself more on Discord, and then on sometimes the Facebook app is kind of wonky. Because for a while I was just using it to contact my parents, but I find myself more on Facebook now. Now we have I think we have close to 2,000 people on there. It's kind of nauseating. And I'm trying my best to just have the community on Facebook interact with each other, and just step in when it gets a little too, I guess, heated. Because for a while there's a lot more arguments there about the need for environmental temperature probes and beam probes and adding them in, and just a few people that get in passionate discussion about why it's important and why it's not, which is great. As long as we keep it civil, I'll always keep those there. Yeah, the spam is kind of ridiculous. I don't know if I should start doing the questionnaire thing. I probably should put a FAQ for just V1 versus V2 in general. But I do kind of understand some people would like a V2 because it would appear to be the one that has all the cool features and it's set to go, right? Where V1 takes a lot of tinkering. I feel like the V1 is still more superior than the V2 at this point, considering all the issues that they're having. So yeah, so far I know there's the Fahrenheit issue and the drum issue. There's also the issue of people just straight up wanting to just join a group buy and not wanting to pay that $800. That's true. It definitely will change over time. I just don't want that place to be chaos and ran by a bunch of spammers. Although I'm getting better at the spammers. As long as people report posts, if you could just report a post on Facebook, it makes my life so much easier because I know exactly what spam it is. I realize how much reporting helps. But I think the V2 will get more popular over time. If there's if there's like if there is what's it called, I lost my train of thought. I must be sleepy, but yeah, I think it will. V2 will get popular over time, especially when there's like a V2 Gen 2 to fix all the problems. But I kind of wish that they fixed all the problems already. I mean, we literally told them all the issues with the V1 and what we'd like to see. We talked about active cooling with them like last January or last February, and the response was the engineering team didn't feel like active cooling was an appropriate addition to the roaster, and then they ended it at a V2. So I think they're listening, but yeah, as far as V2 group buys, I don't think we're gonna have another one for a while. Not until we at least figure out what happened, how the V2's running now. I don't want to recommend a shitty roaster, and I don't want to like trying to sell them or hawk them. You know, I kind of like group buys to be the initial folks kind of getting them, playing around with them, and then having vendors sell them at their prices. I don't want to sell units. I don't want to be an iTop employee. But I think the next group buy I honestly will be Cubine. That'll be the next big one for me, and then probably the ginormous 1.2 kilogram one. Maybe, I don't know. It's probably going to be a few grand, but I think it'll be interesting to see their take on making a bigger roasting unit to compete with not even compete, to just draw more people away from the Bullet possibly, or the Kaleido M10. Both those two are fantastic roasters. I'm not saying that they're bad or anything, but it is good to have competition and just all around cheaper roaster, but probably not the expense of burning down your house. So anyways, we'll talk more about that stuff as when we get more info or details. They don't share anything with me. There's kind of like a weird relationship between the OEM and us on the Discord and on Facebook. I know they don't appreciate the modding scene, but fuck them. So anyways, with that, let me know if you have any issues. Tell me if you do put the bearing mod in, and if you like it. It's really just buy a set of 625ZZ bearings and an M3 kit, like a 620 piece M3 kit, and you just drill a hole 7/16 inch and then thread it if you want to. And tell me how that goes. I don't even know if it really worked. I also find out the next roast. I gotta figure out what that drum noise problem was. I think it's because of the drum speed. I have it set at to the old setting, and it's just spinning too fast. I don't know. I'll have to tear it down and find out. But anyways, I need to go to sleep. I will maybe see you guys tomorrow morning. All right. Good night.